So we are going to get cooking here on the track, Amsterdam, Namur. We'll read you a little bit more about who's playing. Not too much of change if you were earlier today, but we will tell you. Let's see how the pace is going to be set here between these two teams in the first jam. Bruce Lee jamming for Amsterdam and gets through. Good start for Amsterdam. Start pass in progress stash in any case. And that's going to be 9-3 for Tinker picking up the star. Still needs to get out of the pack though. And Bruce Lee for Amsterdam puts the first 5 points on the board. Bruce Lee hits the back of the pack. Tinker is still stuck in traffic. Tinker in the back. Bruce Lee now fighting to get out of the grips of the Namur blockers, and that is successful. Puts another 5 points on the board. We are out for Tinker. Tinker with a star pass doesn't really have a chance to do too much about it. That's 11 points altogether for Bruce Lee. No points yet for Namur. Bonnie Bragger, number 206 on the line for Amsterdam. And let me have then a really good look. Bigaze is going to be your jammer there for Namur. Bonnie Bragger is out of the pack. Out the first turn. Bigaze, number 4. Out of the pack. Bonnie Bragger picks up some points, calls it off. Not going to take any chances in this game. That's 4 points on the board for Bonnie Bragger in Jam 2. No points yet for Namur. Bigaze, a name that you're going to hear quite often. I'd like to say she skates for Team Belgian, along with Pulp Eviction and Bat Smash, which you'll see skating here as well in this game. Whippin' Red Cyan for Amsterdam. Jamming. And that is, yeah, that is Bat Smash. I called it. Bat Smash picks up the lead, the very first lead for Namur in this game. Bat Smash behind a wall of Amsterdam. Wall moves around. Devious Dewi, though, keeping her back along with Ferocious and Friends and Panzerpearl. Bat Smash is not going anywhere fast at the moment, but that also is the same situation that Whippin' Red Siren is, number 10 for Amsterdam. Bat Smash gets through, picks up the first 5 points for Namur. That's a lot of work, you could tell. Star pass in progress for Amsterdam. Petit Carnage is getting some jamming action. Whippin' Red Siren had a rough time of it. Bat Smash is doing the rounds. Bat Smash puts another 4 on the board, making it a 9-point jam for her first time out here in this game. And no extra points scored then for Amsterdam. Calm before the storm. Bruce Lee back out for Amsterdam. Does pick up the lead, gets heavily recycled by Lil Hit, number 242. Very well done. And now we have both jammers not going anywhere fast. Or fast, at least in derby terms. Bruce Lee out in front. Tinker, though, is going to go for a stash, takes off the star. Amsterdam have got her figured out, though. And does have a power jam, so that is going to pay off. With some air miles to spare as well, with a nice apex jump. Again, power jam for Namur in the name of Tinker. Tinker meets the shoulder of Divis Dewi. In the pink helmet, kind of hard to miss. She likes pink, we know that. The audience, though, is into the blue and silver, that I can tell you. Those are the Namur colors, Amsterdam playing in gray and a little bit of pink. Tinker gets a bit of a hit to the face. During gameplay, never fun, happens. Slowly gets to the back of the pack. And Bruce Lee is just juking and jiving till she gets out and hopefully manages to pick up some points. And jams with her skate slightly untied, fixes that. Bad enough to trip on shoes, not a good idea if you're doing that while you're skating. 4 points for Namur on the board, bringing up their total to 13. That's only a 2-point game. 15 for Amsterdam, 13 for Namur. Tight game so far in Jam 4. And that's the end of that jam. The audience is loving this. And Amsterdam's coach Diesel goes to the middle. Have a little talk with Direwolf. Just kind of asking, please watch this or don't watch that. Coaches are, of course, allowed to go and make sure that they feel that everything is being done the way they feel it should. Let's leave it at that. 3-point difference between these two teams. 19 for Amsterdam, 16 for Namur. Boney Bragger right off the line picks up the lead for Amsterdam. B. Gaze is a jammer for Namur. Comes in for her second jam in this game. And she's up for initial pass. Boney Bragger coming in for more points, has only 3 blockers, contend with, takes a bit of a trip. Probably off one of her own skaters. Just go to the box with a smile. Amsterdam leading this game so far, 23 points to 16. 22 minutes left in the first half. That's still a while to go. And it's anybody's guess who is going to win this one. Very different than the other games we've seen today. This game is going to be a tight one if it keeps going the way it is right now. Whippin' Red Siren had a tough run the first jam and now has a good run as a jammer. Whippin' Red Siren, recent transfer from Rotterdam Roller Derby, and also a longtime skater of Team Netherlands. You'll see a lot of her for the Netherlands at the World Cup in Manchester in early February. That also goes for Namur players as well, with 3 of their teammates, Team Belgium, as I mentioned earlier. Oh, a lot of falling there in turn 4. Whippin' Red Siren gets around a 2-wall for Namur, picks up 5 points. Coming in for a scoring pass. Everybody on the offense. Whippin' does get recycled there, takes a hit from Guillotine. That slows it down a little bit. 20-point difference now on the board between Amsterdam and Namur, and Amsterdam out in front. The cheering section, though, is pretty much going to be for Namur. I even ran into one of the Namur players' children. They went, "My mommy's playing." I was like, "Yeah, I know." Mom is then 1-2-1-2, which is Dod for Namur. That's Bruce Lee whizzing by, giving us a fresh breeze here in the hall. Picking up the lead for Amsterdam. Pretty much gets lead every time, as of late. And Lil Hit tried to get in there, but that jam was called off before she got anywhere near the pack for some points. So no points there for Namur, but 5 points for Amsterdam. So by now, both teams know what to expect from each other. But Namur and Amsterdam have had some very, very tight games. I believe we have even a famous film clip during Skates of Glory, one of the first editions. Although that was one, obviously, where Namur hadn't won, but Amsterdam did. Again, we have two teams that have quite a bit of history between each other, and do enjoy playing against each other as well. I'm telling you all this. There's a team timeout requested, I believe, by Namur. Namur Roller Girls are the hosts of this tournament. The Namur Roller Girls were founded in 2011. They joined the WFTDA apprentice program in January 2014 and became a full WFTDA member in March of 2017. They are ranked, according to flat track stats, number 29 in Europe. And that's kind of fun because Amsterdam is actually recently ranked 30th in Europe. So when I say these two are evenly matched, I mean it. Amsterdam, the team has been around for a little bit longer, but honestly that does not mean anything or make any difference. And let's get back on track. With both jammers still stuck, still looking for a lead jammer. And there it is, it's B. Gaze. Picks it up for Namur. Bonnie Bragger still trying to get out of the pack. Goes for a stash. B. Gaze, in the meantime, on a scoring pass. So a whole lot of blocking going on, some great work from both sides. Bonnie Bragger is out for initial pass. B. Gaze picks up 4 points, calls it off. 4 or 5 points? Yes, 4. Scoreboard's like, no, you're missing one. One off. That's good. 20 points, though, for Namur. Still 41 points for Amsterdam. Clearly out in front, only because it's easy to count, but it is a very gap to close up with a power jam. Or the other way around, Amsterdam gets power jam and moves it up and stays in front of Namur. Nobody knows, so we're going to have to watch the whole thing. Whippin' Red Siren on her third jam has an even better one than last time, gets out quicker. And now it'll be all about the points that she's going to score. Five points on the board for Whippin' Red Siren. Whippin' Red Siren uses all of that training that she has to just push as much as she can. So no offense at the moment from Amsterdam. Gets through on the outside. Picks up another 5. Bat Smash is out. Waiting for the call off. Making sure Bat Smash can't pick up any points there for Namur. Keeping the team there at 20, while Amsterdam moves up in the points and up to 55 to be exact. So that was a good scoring jam there by Amsterdam. And no power jam situations at all, just really, really long jams. No hitting it and quitting it for a few points, but jams in the double digits. Hop, skip, and a jump gives Tinker the lead for Namur. It's Bruce Lee's turn to be stuck, not picking up the lead, is out of the pack. And look at that, Tinker is coming up. Good call off. No use in going to the pack there, just call it off, get a new jam. Putting 7 points on the board. Fun audience here again. Audience with quite a few kids from the opposing team, so not just the ones I mentioned. Everyone enjoying a fantastic day of roller derby here. I mean, it's raining outside. There's roller derby inside. What more do you want? Oh, that is the lead then for Boney Bragger. B. Gaze trying to get through the pack for Namur. Has 4 blockers for Amsterdam to deal with. And that's going to be your captain, Major Knox, and friends. Boney just moves that out of the way, enough to get through. One blocker down, 2 blockers down for Amsterdam coming in from different directions. Tough jam there. But Namur seemed to be not quite happy with that jam either, because they stayed at 27 points, but Amsterdam was able to move up in the points from 55 to 62. Bat smash for Namur. Out in front at the minute. Getting some help from the offense, from her pivot. And the excitement builds up. Whip and red siren. Not able to get out yet. Both jammers being recycled. Ferocious trying to get in there to make a difference. But it is Bat Smash for the lead. You can tell the crowd gets louder when it's for the home team. Makes all the sense in the world. Bat Smash has a run-in with one of the Amsterdam players. Oh, and that is going to cost Amsterdam's pivot. That's a major knocks to the box again, sadly. Five points. Do you have any points on the board? Yeah, 5 points from 27 to 32 for Namur. Good place to be. Amsterdam at 62, so that's a 30-point difference between these two teams with 12 minutes and about 20 seconds left here in the first half of the 6th game of today, the last game of today. 3 more games tomorrow. We'll tell you a little bit more about that in soon enough. Let's get back on the action. Oh, nice on the tippy toes. Wonderfully done there by Lil Hit for Namur. Gets out in front of Bruce Lee. Not picking up lead again this time for the second jam that she had jams. Little Hit trying to get anything she can out of that jam. $36 for Namur, 62 for Amsterdam. Bonnie Bragger for Amsterdam. Bigays for Namur. Bonnie Bragger, again, right on the inside, keeping it inside, nicely done. Bonnie Bragger on the outside. Petit Carnage keeping the blockers busy. For Namur, spreading them out a bit. Very convenient. Dalai Drama coming back to the track, same time as her jammer. I think may have actually tripped her. That's not good. Happens though. Yeah, okay. One of these things, sometimes these things happen. I was very slow in doing it, but I'll do it now. We have for Namur Roller Girls in this game, we have 0-3 Knappi, 1-0-0-1 Guillotine, 1-2-1-2 Dodd, 1-3 O'Gara, 1-9 Call of MC, 1-9-5-7 Bat Smash, 2-1 Ice Cream, 2-4-2 Little Hit, 3-9-3 Grumpin' Up, 4 Bigays, 6-6-6 Left 4 Dead, 8-3-3 Kilby, 8-9 Pulp Eviction, and 9-3-4 Tinker. More about Amsterdam when we have a chance. That is Whippin' Red Siren for Amsterdam, and she's up against Bat Smash. Oh, fantastic takeout. Did someone order takeout? Oh, it is going to cost Pulp Eviction a trip to the box, though. Whippin' Red Siren gets out of the pack, picks up 5 points. Bat Smash takes the cover off, hoping to just find a spot to get through. Some frustration there. Just concentration, really. Bat Smash is a very strong player, usually gets through, but is having a tough time at it at the moment. Whippin' Red Siren keeps adding points to the board for Amsterdam. Going in for another scoring pass. Just trying to push through those arms of blockers. The blockers, of course, cannot be linked. Number 82, Party Sparkle, getting some offense in there, breaking Namur up a little bit. Bat Smash is out, but it really did take a long time. And by then, the jam is already over. And that is some serious motivation to get out there. Amsterdam Roller Derby has been skating for the All Stars. We have 0-4-5 Panzerpearl, 1-0 Whippin' Red Siren, 1-0-5 Ferocious, 1-2-1-2 Major Knox, 1-9-9-8 Devious Dewi, 2 Manic Panic. If she's playing in this one, we're not sure. She had a rough time of it lately, but she is around. 2-0 Petit Carnage, 2-0-6 Bonnie Bragger, 2-3 Dalai Drama, 4-7-5 Bruce Lee, and 8-2 Party Sparkle from Hell. Air miles being racked up by Tinker, much to the delight of the audience. Picks up the lead for Namur. In the meantime, Bruce Lee is out of the pack for Amsterdam. Oh, and another hop, skip, and a jump. Hiding in plain sight. Well, no hiding at all, actually, just jumping in plain sight. Making that a really good one. Good run there for Namur. We're still checking out how many points that is gonna be. Yeah, there's gonna be a discussion possibly about that. Just to see how many points will be awarded to Namur, I believe. Are we good? Or we're just discussing things? For the moment, the board is showing us an 86-44, Amsterdam in the lead. 7 minutes and change left in this first half. Bonnie Bragger does not pick up the lead. That's Bigays. I thought so. B. Gaze does that. Bonnie Bragger managed to get her in front of her, forcing the call off. That was really, really quick. And that is getting into the heads maybe of Namur. Then again, we still have another half to go. We are not finished, not by a long shot between these two teams. Both these two teams, by the way, are playing for not all the marbles, but I would say a chance to win all the marbles. The winner of this game will be playing tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 against Madrid, and then they're going to be playing for all the marbles. Alle knickers. Oh, wonderful hit there from Ferocious on little hits. Big hit on little hits. Whip and Red Siren in the lead for Amsterdam. One blocker to push out of the way. She's through, picks up 5 more points there for Amsterdam. And then there is all of the action in the back of the pack there with a little hit. Took off her helmet cover and just wants to get through. Little bit like what we saw Bats Match try to do a few jams ago. And pretty much the same situation. You had Whippin going, yeah, I'm just going to keep going. Now she looked at her coach like, do I have to keep going? Kind of. Coach says, keep going. Whip and Red Siren also stuck in traffic in front. That was short-lived as that jam is run down, and Amsterdam makes it to the 100 mark for 101 points, while Namur have been sitting at 44 points for a few jams now. We're back on with Tinker and Bruce Lee. Oh, Tinker out in front. Beautiful work there. Bruce Lee does not have the lead in this one for the 3rd time. Tinker through the middle. Oh, and everyone just piles on top of each other. Is that going to cost anyone anything? Oh, yeah, someone's going to, yeah, back block there for Panzer Pearl. So that's 1 blocker down then for Amsterdam. Amsterdam starting off with 3 blockers, 4 for Namur. B. Gaze. And Manic Panic it is. She is there. And what a wonderful outing. But she is not lead. The lead is for B. Gaze. B. Gaze it is. The coach jumping up and down like, call it, call it, call it, call it, call it. Amsterdam starting off again with 3 blockers. Short jam then, with 1 blocker still in the box. Bat Smash and Bonnie Bragger. Being friendly? No, not too friendly. Bonnie Bragger out in front. Call of MC was trying to do something about it, but on her own, that's a tough one to do. Boney on the outside. And Bat Smash is again trying to get through with the cover in her hands. Star pass there to Pulp Eviction. But that jam was called off. Pulp Eviction didn't have a chance to really get in there and do anything. That is the idea, by the way. We're not running, we had some long running jams, we had that earlier, and now we're keeping the jams a little bit shorter and just quick call-offs. Amsterdam, I would imagine, wants to retain their lead going to the second half. And Namur wants to do something about it. Little hits, getting the business from Petit Carnage. Whip and Red Siren picks up the lead for Amsterdam. Are we going for a star pass? Namur side. Whippin just keeps going. Namur finding it tough to do offense and defense at the same time because they just want to get their jammer out. Oh, helmet cover on the ground. That was retrieved. And Little Hit is having a tough time. Recycled there by Ferocious. In the meantime, Whippin' Red Siren is just picking up all of those points. Whippin' coming in for another scoring pass. Lil Hit having a look at what's in front of her and how can I change this? What can I do? Tries to move blockers from back to forth. There's a pivot in play too that really wants to help out. Amsterdam knows this. It's a bit like basketball actually. You just guard so that the other one can't pass the ball. There's no ball in roller derby though. So you gotta be creative to come up with something else. Whippin' is now getting the business end of blockers. Great job there by everyone in front, Left 4 Dead and friends from Namur. And a cutting the track penalty for Whippin' during that back and forth. And that jam probably ended to everyone's delight. Oh, with a few of the players on, I believe, 5 and 6 penalties. And for Namur, everything is actually pretty okay as far as penalties are concerned. We'll leave it at that and we'll get back to the action on track. Action on track it is. That's Lil Hits. Ready for some more action as a jammer for Namur. For a power jam, then again, someone needs to be declared lead jammer. Amsterdam doing some excellent penalty killing. And that's going to be Dalai Drama. And friends recycling, continuously recycling a Little Hit until Whippin' Red Siren comes back, who does get back and picks up the lead right out of the penalty box. Good jam there, definitely for Amsterdam. Lil Hit is, every time she gets by some blockers, gets some really good recycling there by other blockers. And there we go. It's the first few points on the board here in the second half for Whippin' Red Siren, who had to start it in the box, picked up the lead. Amsterdam now with 144 points, and Namur still at 48 points in the second half. So have not budged for the moment. Bruce Lee jamming for Amsterdam. Oh, gets recycled a little bit there. Gets bounced around actually a bit by Namur Roller Girls. Namur Roller Girls know they're going to have to really get the hits out. And look at that, B Gaze in the chaos emerges and picks up points. Actually picks up the lead. And hopefully for her points, now in a scoring pass. That is really good from Namur. And there we have it, the first points on the board for the second half for Namur. That is going to be 4 points. Bruce Lee also picking up points for Amsterdam. If you can score points, I can score points too. Points all around. Bonnie Bragger back on the line for Amsterdam. And we're going to move around here all together. Ferocious getting into the blockers, making sure they can't form a tripod. Has to get out of the way of her own jammer. That pays off though. Bonnie Bragger picks up the lead for Amsterdam. And Tinker, oh, does that jump thing that she does so well. Hasn't paid off yet though, is not dissuaded at all, is gonna try it again. And it works too. Oh, I said it even a fraction of a second earlier, but it does pay off. Amsterdam really busy with other things out in front. But it is Amsterdam though that calls that one off and picks up 4 points in that last scoring pass. No points, however, for Namur in that last scoring pass. 157 for Amsterdam, clearly out in front with 102 points. Easy announcer math. 55 points for Namur. So Namur needs to find a way to get into Amsterdam's head if they want to get back in the points game. Amsterdam is just going to keep doing what they do and keep it steady as she goes and score the points. Whipping Red Siren, pushing, keeps it in, picks up the lead for Amsterdam. And that's going to be Lil Hit taking off the helmet cover. We've seen this a few times already. Not really fooling anyone, just trying to get through, get that motivation to get through. And does get through this time a little bit faster. Not for the lead, and then needs to do what she can now with only 3 points. Whipped Red Siren, though, told by her coach to call it off. And Coach Diesel. And that was on the other side of things, we have Coach Doppler Reflect. Not only is Doppler Reflect a coach, this has to be said, he is also the guy who set up the whole streaming setup here. He is a multi-talented person, a lot of energy, put a lot of himself here in the skate around. That goes for everyone who's followed suit with him too as well. But when he's not coaching, he's filming. And then if you like stories, Diesel is not only Amsterdam's coach, not only a player for Team NL, he happens to also work in the film industry and also does filming. So funny how these things add up sometimes. So again, team timeout here for Namur. I can kind of hear what they're saying. They're trying to give him some clues of how to get through. Just how to get through, I'll leave it at that. Not supposed to tell you anything. But that's the whole goal, right? The team with the most points wins. Some hard hits already being dealt out by Namur. Namur knows that that's what they're going to have to give Amsterdam. It was a pretty big sternum check that was given to Major Knox, who's usually on the giving end of those ones. This time on the receiving end, about 2 jams ago. We are back on track with everyone by the time the box emptied out. That's good. Bruce Lee jamming for Amsterdam, having a good look, and that is going to be B-Gaze, I believe, and does pick up the lead. B-Gaze it is for Namur Roller Girls, the team in blue. And the crowd is already telling me that they know who's jamming. Gaze. Some great tough work, showing the talent that she brings to Team Belgium. 5 points on the board from 55 to 60. One blocker down from Amsterdam. 2 blockers down for Amsterdam. And it is all about Gaze at the moment, with a 10-point jam so far for Namur. Bruce Lee out of the pack. All eyes on Gaze again, and we're going to put more points. Oh, we're going to call it. And the crowd's thrilled with that one. Yeah. Hearts. Some hugs, some high fives there too. Good one. That felt good. That is the kind of points that they need to get into it. And I know, because I've seen them play before quite a bit in Namur, this is the kind of points they're used to scoring. That is the kind of points that they had this morning when they played the Albany All Stars roller derby. But now their opponent is a bit more tough. And it's a whole different game. Team timeout then requested by Amsterdam. I mean, that is a good moment too when the other team's a bit on a run. Bit of a psychological thing there too, but of course, yeah, use those timeouts. Talk about what's going well, what's not going well. It is getting rowdier here in the hall. Possibly you can hear that at home. I'm telling you, it's raining outside, but inside it's all sunshine and roller derby. Team timeout for Amsterdam has ended. We're going to get back on the track and do what we do best. Some hits, some blocks, some points. Quite a while to go for the second half, 23 minutes. We're going to try some different stuff to psych out the enemy here in front of the pack, as we all jockey for position with Amsterdam with only 2 blockers on the track at the moment. Boney Bragger gets recycled, but it is all about Tinker. Beautifully played, picking up the lead for the second time in a row for Namur. Some recycling going on though by Tinker. Still Boney Bragger not able to get out of the pack just yet. That's 1 blocker down for a failure to reform for Namur. Boney Bragger is out. And Tinker is going to pirouette and twirl and do anything to get her hips by the players. Could not get by Petit Carnage. Does pick up 2 points though, however. 2 points it is, 71 points for Namur. That is 162 points for Amsterdam. Clearly out in front. And if Amsterdam keeps it up and they do win, that means that they will play Madrid tomorrow at 3:30. And if Namur wins, of course, that means that they will play against Madrid tomorrow at 3:30. If Amsterdam loses, they'll be playing the quads, les quads de Paris, at 1 o'clock. And of course, that also goes for Namur. If Namur loses, they will be playing les quads de Paris at 1 o'clock. The one thing is absolutely certain for tomorrow, the first game of the day, your breakfast game, is going to be at 10:30, and that's going to be against the Albany All Stars roller derby against Royal Windsor Roller Girls. That is what's happening at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Manic Panic in for her second jam of the game. Feeling fit enough to play today. Good news then for Amsterdam. Only playing with 11 players at the moment, 14 players then on the Namur side of things. Manic Panic picks up the lead for Amsterdam. Bat smash, having a tough time of it. Removes her helmet cover. Manic Panic going in for a scoring pass. Keeping it through the middle. That's all good. 5 points for Amsterdam. Star pass to number 100, Guillotine. And by the time I've said that, the jam is over. So good jam there for Manic Panic for Amsterdam. Tough times there, unfortunately, for Namur. But yeah, going for the star pass, just trying to get that star out. That star and whoever's wearing it is the one who's going to be scoring those points. Mixing it up too. B-Gaze and Whippin' Red Siren. Whippin' trying to keep it together too. It is B-Gaze. B-Gaze for Namur. That would be 3 leads in the past 4 jams for them. Oh, and a beautiful bit of air miles there. The crowd loved that. Very subtle too, not huge jumps, just enough to get through. And then calling for the offense with some confusion. B-Gaze though, caught up by Amsterdam's wall. Gets a bit of a hit out there. Calls off the jam. Moving up in the points world. 80 points now for Namur. 167 for Amsterdam. We're going to go for a run-up start there. Tinker trying to get that apex in the bag even before going over the jammer line. Again, mixing and matching it up. Get the enemy to have to respond differently. But it is Whippin' Red Siren who does get through. Is the stronger jammer this time around. Amusingly enough, both of them, actually not both of them, both Whippin' Red Siren and B-Gaze and a few others, as I mentioned before, who play for Team Belgium, that would be Pulp Eviction, Bat Smash, will be facing each other next weekends as Team NL, the women's team of Team NL, will play an exhibition game against Team Belgium, unfortunately not being streamed, but that is happening next weekend in Hoofddorp, a city not far from Amsterdam. The Team NL men's will be playing as well. And Team Belgium men's will be playing. So that's actually quite interesting. All these people are going to meet on the track in a completely different configuration next weekend for the road to Barcelona leading up to the Men's Roller Derby World Cup. That is going to be the pivot in the box for Namur. Whippin' Red Siren, 2 blockers to deal with in the front. Just trying to get around. Comes in for another run at him. Another run at those 2. Both jammers on the track. Tinker behind Ferocious and friends. Moving up ever so slightly. Great blocking there being done on Whippin' Red Siren as well, as they recycle to the back of the pack. And the jam ends. So just, go to the box. I mean to your bench, forgive me. Not to the box, bench. Happy. Oh, 242 gets a little hit, gets a failure to reform at the last second. Called by Buff, a referee from Mons, Belgium. Bruce Lee in the front, 2 blockers, and picks up the lead for Amsterdam. That's bat smash, though, up against Devious Davy. And then the pack stretch out. They'll have to let it go. She's out on her initial, but it is Bruce Lee that has the control in this jam and just calls that one off. So that's going to be no points then for Namur. In any case, and I wasn't quick enough to see what was going on the other side because I was being distracted by Buff, the referee, giving number 1212 Dodd penalty at the end of that last jam, because that has to happen. So that's a full box there for Namur. Not a great way to start the next jam. Busy box. Everyone on track for Amsterdam. A lot of things was going on in that last jam. And the crowd is just absolutely thrilled here. Friends and family cheering it on for Namur. Boney Bragger, the twist and turn, picks up the lead, but unfortunately gets recycled. Got some tough times there from Guillotine in the front. And now I see just hearing a little bit more, a few more penalties being called. That is going to be number 20 in the box. Number 23 wondering if she'd go in the box too as well. Boney Bragger picking up points. I didn't know where to look anymore. B Gaze just goes to the box. Honestly, a bit of a messy jam there for everyone. And that's going to be Jens from Germany, trying to see who's supposed to be in the box and who not. That's going to be Dalai Drama, number 23 and not number 20. And again, you know, this is really the last game of the day. Everyone has had a game already. It's been a long day. You can just imagine how long that day has been for all the volunteers and the refs, referees and NSOs trying to keep it together. The penalty box is going to have a good look then at the penalties that are in the... We'll have a good look at the penalty board. Just checking to make sure we can actually show you the penalty board and everyone's in front. We did show the penalty board, so thanks for your input on that, dear internet folks. I believe Dalai Drama has fouled out. That's number 23 for Amsterdam. One of the blockers, for now, is going to just go and get off the track. We're taking care of the paperwork on that count, of course, for now. And actually, this has to be said, that's going to be 2 blockers in the box for Amsterdam and 2 in the box for Namur. One of the blockers has 10 seconds or less left on their penalty. Flat track stats. We get information there sometime, and it can be interpreted as you wish. Amsterdam currently 30th in Europe after a fantastic weekends at Stronger Things in the Lille tournament a few weeks ago, where they won against Toulouse, Vienna, and Zurich, just to give you the quick one. Namur Roller Girls 29th in Europe. Amsterdam 30th, we said. And Namur won their last 2 games. They won a good one against the London Rock and Rollers. They even won one well against London Roller Girls Battersea, so the C team. However, they did lose against a French team, Roller Derby Caen. Not by much, to be honest. So again, even on paper, these two teams are quite evenly matched to play against each other. It's just going to come down to who nails it at the end. 15 minutes and change left here in the second half of the last game of the first day of the very first edition of what I call the nice shiny new tournament here in Namur, Skate-Arounds. We kind of nicknamed it Scar. Not everyone was a fan of that one, but it kind of happened organically. Calling it SA was a bit strange, so it kind of became Scar 2017. Feel free to use that hashtag. I used it a few times to show what my colleagues I had a chance to work with who had to go home and leave me here for the last game. That's perfectly fine. Thanks for putting up with me. It's all good. I was told by a producer that about a foul out for Amsterdam, but we caught it. That's good. Thanks for all the help over there. The love, there's love in the room here. Lots of love in the room. I love it. All our energy today comes from some fantastic catering that we've had here. Just a shout out generally to the catering. There's no name to be given that, but volunteers made some fantastic food for everybody. I can tell you about some sponsors. The Derby Shop, I'll pick out because that is an Amsterdam Derby Shop. Amsterdam's first brick and mortar shop because roller derby saved your soul but wrecks all your gear. It's run by Dirty Job. Dirty Job is not here today, but I know that they're watching out there with their friends. Rydell Skates is here too as well. We're really happy to have them. Rydell Skates, they've been in the business for 70 years. Find out more about Rydell and all their skates on rydellskates.com. Whip and Red Siren picks up the lead for Amsterdam. That goes well in the beginning. Those scoring passes sometimes a bit tough. And that's going to be Bat Smash, who has Les blockers to contend with. And Look is out as well. And we've got both jammers coming in. Everyone out of the box at almost the same time. Amsterdam, of course, gets to the back of skates in one direction, the back of the pack. Namur tries to get into, join their friends too from the other direction. Everyone going off in different directions. Not much going to happen though. Amsterdam out in front with 191 points, slowly going towards the 200 mark. And Namur slowly going to the 100 mark, still at 80 points for the minute. Lead jam for Bruce Lee. And some tough times ahead there for Tinker. Tinker's been skating for ages. I know that's a name I've been repeating for many, many years. I'll have to ask. I'm thinking at least 4 or 5 years. Now, Tinker is like, yeah, it's going to be tough. I'm going to just try and get through. Take off the helmet cover. A lot of taking off the helmet cover and not really with a view to give it a star pass. Just get through. How do I get through? Nope. Follows the pivot around though. Bruce Lee in the meantime just trying to get there. Yep. I saw that too. Bruce Lee did not come in the right place. Cut one of the Namur players. Power jam for Tinker. Or as they say here too as well in Belgium, a super jam. But that still means you need to get out of the pack. So much energy being put in to just try and get out of the pack at the moment. Oh, and inside tippy toes. Beautifully done by Tinker. For 5 points. We run down the jam clock. Only a few more seconds left. think Tinker even looking at the jam clock as well. Bruce Lee back on track. Tinker out again for another 5. That's 10 points in that last little bit. The clock is run down. We went from 80 to 90 on Namur side, and Amsterdam just moved up to 205, putting it over the 200 mark. Excellent scores for today. You'll notice too, not too many power jams, and if we do have power jams, they're very short. They don't allow for huge scoring passes. We had a few very long scoring passes, large ones, big ones, all of the sizes, all of the adjectives. From Boney Bragger. Boney Bragger's now just picked up the lead. So just getting in a lot of scoring passes has paid off for Amsterdam so far in this game. And Namur, when they do get out, that is when they score. They get out, they score points. They get stuck in traffic, and then just frustrating. Team timeout then requested by Namur. No idea what Namur is singing. It's in French, and it's like, if you love my team, clap kind of thing. A bit like if you're happy and you know it, but then in French with a different rhythm. I think that's what you get when you're in another part of the world. I'm going to tell you that Derby Addicts have helped produce this great skate around t-shirts. You may see some of the people wearing gray with a little bit of either red or black. They'll be launching a big promo on their website, if that's not been done already today, at derbyaddict.com this weekend. So use the code SKATEAROUND2017, that's SKATEAROUND2017, and get 15% off your online purchases. Derby Addict, I was told, was opened up as a shop by a skater and makes things that skater likes. And that's probably a good thing with Christmas around the corner or the holidays around the corner. We're back on the track after that timeout with Whip and Red Siren in the front for Amsterdam, and Tinker, who is in the zone, who's like, I am going to get through for Namur. Tinker on the outside and gets met by a good block there by Ferocious. Whip and Red Siren gets a really nice hit by Knappy, number 03. That's going to be 1-2, 1-2. Dodd's foot a little bit in the way. Still, though, Whip and Red Siren gets out the other end with another 5 points. Devious Dewi has a sit down in the box for Amsterdam. And both jammers taking their time. Tinker is out, has finished her initial pass. Oh, actually, no, it's a star pass, forgive me. That's going to be Guillotine, number 100, getting into the action. And that's 2 blockers on the box, 1 from each team. $218 for Amsterdam, and 93 for Namur. Our last game of the day, the winner of which will be playing Madrid tomorrow at 3:30 for the final. Bruce Lee picks up the lead for Amsterdam. Little Hits is really trying there with all sides of the juking. You can tell too, a little bit tired, does attempt a star pass. And I think that's, I want to say it's going to be on Grumpy Up. I'm going to confirm that for you. Yeah, indeed, that's Grumpy Up. Grumpin' Up. Another name I haven't mentioned yet this weekend. And Grumpin' Up is just stuck in the back of the pack. Divas Davy, though, is trying to move her out of the way. It's going to cost her another penalty. 2 quick trips in the box there. For not only the youngest skater possibly in the Netherlands, but also of Amsterdam, and currently the president of the Amsterdam League. That I know. That's insider information for you. Her mom is watching. Supposed to be watching. And the crowd is thrilled about that. That was some great work by Grumpin' Up. Got out of the pack. Still, though, tough work. Her teammates are pretty happy with that. Coach as well. "17 minutes and a bit left in the second half. Amsterdam in the win zone for now. But Namur is not finished with the hard work. They are going to put everything into it with their home crowd and the wonderful hosts of this event. Bonnie Bragger is having a tough time getting out. B-Gaze gets a hit. Bonnie Bragger does pick up the lead. B-Gaze trying to get in there as well. One blocker down for Namur. Blocker switcheroo, that doesn't happen too often. One blocker down for Amsterdam. It's nearing the end. We're just going to use all the energy we have. Yeah, another blocker for Namur in the box. That is the kind of thing you get near the end. You just so focused on the task at hand. Sometimes you do forget some of the basic rules, but it is tough. Again, both these teams have played a game today. Amsterdam waited a while before they had their second game of the day. Namur had a 1-game break between the 2 games that they played today. Whip and red siren for Amsterdam in the lead. And that's going to be Tinker. Tinker is just going to keep trying to get there. A little bit irritated at Major Knox. Major Knox does sent to the box in any case. Whip and red siren on the outside. Nicely done. Stylishly done for 5 points. One blocker to the box for Namur. Maybe a little bit more penalties than expected here near the end. But when you're on the track, all you hear is the wheels. We are absolutely jammed up in track on turn 3. 4. Even I'm losing my marbles here. That is Whip and Red Siren doing kind of push-ups against anyone that will stop her. Getting some help there too as well. Oh, and 2 jumps after each other. Delightful for Tinker. Tough one, but really nice one to watch. Fix the track here a little bit. Also a full-time job at these tournaments. Yeah. So official timeout to fix the track and Doppler effect. I don't know, taking a walk. Three minutes and a half left. Amsterdam at the moment poised for winning this. Out in front with 242 points and 93 for Namur. Rolling whistle being asked. Are we coming back? There we go. Great work there by our jam timers this weekend. Everyone's doing a great job. The amount of energy and time that goes into doing this, and it's a hobby. And we have to remember that. It's quite incredible. So Namur is going to cheer on their team here in the last few minutes of the second half of this game that will determine who's going to play in the final. And that's going to be Bruce Lee in the lead for Amsterdam. And Lil Hit out of the pack. Nicely done by Namur. Bruce Lee, not getting anywhere fast, decides to just call that one off. Does pick up 2 points though. I believe it's 2 points. 3 points, there we go. Sometimes it's all about the angle. Someone dropped something close to the bench, but everything is okay. If you heard a crashing sound, that's what that was. Beautiful lead jammer picked up by Bigays. And I know that is also a skater I've seen over the years, and she knows exactly what she has to do. And this time the goal is to get to the pack before Bonnie Bragger catches up on her. Bigays on the outside, gets through. Quick hit there from Amsterdam, calls it off. Oh, and does pick up some points. Beautiful jam, hitting and quitting it. 1 point for Amsterdam, and I believe, if I see it well, 4 points then for Namur. Altogether, Namur is headed up to 97 points. Amsterdam in front with 246. Namur is just using every little bit of energy and tactics and everything that they've got. Whipping Red Siren in the lead for Amsterdam. And Tinker is the one to watch there for Namur. Just going to take a run up to get some speed in there for a jump. Because when it works great. This one was foiled by Amsterdam's blockers. Tinker is held up. And the beautiful stealth star pass there to Guillotine. Caught a few good star passes. Whipping Red Siren coming in. The pack speeds up. Guillotine hoping for some points. No points in that last scoring points for Amsterdam. Pass, I mean. And right on the tail end of this jam, a team timeout was asked for Namur. And Doppler Effect is going to have a chat with the 5 players that are going to join the next jam, while the other players are just going to take it easy. Okay, I'm being told that there's a foul out on